Brothers, you really need to treat your wife so good and keep her protected at all times. That is the primary role of any man in any relationship with any woman. You need to understand this. And I am very well aware that some morons are out there who are going to treat their wife like piece of shit. Like the case of this lawyer beating his wife to stupor. And at the end of the day, he believes he is doing something great. Regardless whatever the woman has to do to you, you don't have to turn to a madman. And this is the reality men need to understand. Let me remind you, my dear brother, if you are in this class, I am telling you, it is a symbol of foolishness in men. Because a man needs to behave like a king and be treated like a king. Have you ever seen a king beating anybody like that before? Then you can understand. After all said and done, he will now come out and say, okay, we have settled it. We are now good together. My dear brother, you really need to understand that women cannot forgive you. And that is the truth. It is true, you might still be sleeping with each other, you might be romantic, you might be doing a whole lot of things together, probably giving her money and everything. And even she might go as far as pronouncing, I have forgiven you. But the truth is that what women meant by telling you she has forgiven you is that I can let it slide now. I can put it to rest now. But I will bring it up whenever I feel so good to use it against you. That is the meaning of women's forgiveness. Do you often wonder that your wife can remind you the precise year, date, and time of what has happened she doesn't like 10, 15, 20 years ago and use it against you today? You will be shocked by the time that is happening. And at the end of the day, people like you will come out. You will now say, with all I've done for her, with all I've done, this is what she pays me with. My dear brother, you are forgetting your error in the past. And whenever it is convenient for her, she is going to use it against you. And that is why you really need to be aware of what is happening around you. My dear brother, wake up your mind. Wake up. Meanwhile, we all know we are in the world where women is almost right at any point in time. Most especially in the West, your own housewife can claim to be raped by the husband. Mother Nature always attracts everything. The only power you've got as a man is for you not to connect the woman at all. If you dare connect, you cannot disconnect. Even divorce cannot set you away from that woman. She will still remain your ex-boyfriend, ex-wife, ex-whatever you want to call it. Even with law, she still have the right to keep using your name despite being divorced to you. You cannot fight it until she start using the name for fraudulent act. Brothers, know this and know peace. If you have ever abused your wife, or probably you have done something against her, the only thing you can pay with to save is for you to pay with your life and goodness. Any day you decide to detest and disconnect or walk away, probably you call it divorce, my dear brother, she is coming back for you. And she is still going to fight you with that 10 years old case. If you are in this shoe, you decide to ghost her, you decide to walk away, you decide to break up, you decide to divorce, whatever it is, that is when you will know you are not forgiven. Because she will come for you, 100. That is why if you really want to get married, you need to be ready physically, emotionally, financially, psychologically, mentally, and everything before you get married to a woman. Because one major thing you really don't know is that that woman is super tricky than you. And that is a fact you need to know. Regardless her innocent look, you cannot imagine how brilliant, how smart, how tricky she could be. Wake up your mind, because only men can love you and unlove you. But women, they either love you or hate you. Think about it. May God be with you.
Uga.